Lost Together Forever Motorcycle Diaries. Now today's episode, what we're going to do is install a set of the Trip Machine leather grip wraps on my 2021 Continental GT 650. Firstly, we'll open this box. I gotta say off the bat that Trip Machine, for the price you pay for these wraps, it's like $30 delivered, and honestly, they're a quality product. They seem really, really nice, well made, and the packaging, the response from the company when you make an inquiry has been just fantastic. So these are the grip wraps as they come. You see they've got the 3M dual-sided tape to stick them on. So let's get started here. Now first off, what we're going to have to do is clean the grips off of any oil or anything else. Alright, so first off what we're going to do is make sure the grips are very clean. There's no oils left on them or anything from your gloves or your hands. So I'm just going to use some isopropyl alcohol, which due to the pandemic, of course, we seem to have a lot of it around. So just a good thorough cleaning of these grips to make sure that the 3M glue or the tape will stick well. Okay, so now that the alcohol is evaporated off of there, I'm going to do a test wrap firstly, so that we can sort of determine where the logo is on this. So just to sort of get an idea of where this logo is going to show up, I'm just going to do a quick little test prior to taking the backing off. So I sort of want to have the logo to the top, I think. So if we start it back down here, that should be sufficient. Alright, so I've had to trade my glasses in for something that actually allows me to see. But start, we'll peel off a few inches of the backing. Now what I've discovered that I want to do in order to make it work this way is I'm going to start this grip right there at the bottom. I'm trying to keep an eye on the edge of my grip. Just going to slowly begin wrapping and applying even pressure, and covering about half the grip as we go along. Should that, yeah, that looks good, I think. Should that come back a bit? Now what I'm going to do is I come around the bar. That's a bit different than what I've seen some people do. Is I'm going to continue wrapping. I'm just going to stop right now and put the tape, the cover for the tape back on for a second. And what I want to do is I want to cut the grip along the same line, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut this way so that we'll have a sort of a tidy finish in the end. So basically what I'm going to do is extend the line straight up. Okay, maybe it's better off to come from this side. Now with this last section, I'm going to continue the wrap around like so. Finish it up there. Now, I'm going to trim a little bit right here as well, just to make it even my ankles a bit off. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this off here, just a little bit. Better off just use the scissors and trim it properly. Oops. Okay. Now inside the in the trip machine package is also included a tube of super glue for the grips. So I'm going to use that, reserve that super glue. I won't open it until the other one is done. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other grip. And around the back side. Now I'm just going to give this a little trim off here still. Then we'll get the glue. Make sure that you do not, I repeat, do not get any of this on your switchgear. If you do, you may find your switchgear not working properly. Side, but of course it's not sticking. All right, so the additional thing that I'm going to do on these wraps that I haven't seen anybody do, but I just thought I'd experiment. I think it'll turn out fairly well. Is I'm going to put this brass wire on. So what we're going to do is 3 wraps of this, and then around the bottom, and then bend it up so that it doesn't interfere with your gloves, hopefully. So just a couple twists there, and then like I say on the bottom here, I'm going to cinch it up just to sort of give it a bit of a custom look, I guess. Something a little different. And just twist this wire a bit. Doesn't have to be super tight. I just want it to hold the piece of leather in place so that it doesn't come unloose and unravel. So just see if I can get this. It's looking fairly good. Snug it up some. Just wind it slowly. It's just some brass wire that I had kicking around for years not knowing what to do with, but I'm sure it's readily available at any hardware store. End of it and bend it up. I know this isn't what Trip Machine specifies, but I think it's going to look pretty cool actually. Let's bend it up now, get it out of the way, and try and have it into the actual leather so it doesn't get hooked. Fuck off, wasp. There we go. So there. There you have it. So far. Did the other side already. Looks kind of cool. We'll probably just, it'll age a little bit. Looks good. Really digging these Trip Machine grips. Just trying to line up the wear. There. Alright. Feels good. Alright guys, there you have it. Our Trip Machine leather wraps. Installed with a bit of a twist. Like say the additional brass wire just to sort of give it that little bit of a sort of custom look, and cut the leather a bit differently than what I've seen in other videos and stuff. But yeah, these seem really comfortable if you're looking to put a little bit of extra thickness to your grips, make it a little more comfortable in your hands. I totally recommend these. They're awesome. So once again, thanks again for subscribing to Lost Together Forever, and we really appreciate your guys' views and comments. If you could, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We're not monetized or anything, not making any money off of this, so we just do it for your enjoyment and ours. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to ask, and we will be very quick to answer. Once again, thanks again for watching Lost Together Forever, Motorcycle Diaries. Keep the rubber side down.